Hey guys, it's Coco Tarot back again with another message. We're just going to get right into it and see what you guys need to know right now. I hope everyone is doing well. So, messages for the collective. What does the collective need to know right now? What are they facing? What energies are they going through? Thank you so much. Three cards for the collective. The Nine of Wands. Clarify the Nine of Wands for the collective. The Seven of Pentacles and the Two of Pentacles. There's something you've been working really hard at, something that brings you joy, or it's something that you really want, a wish or a dream, and you've been working tirelessly on this because it's some kind of investment that you're making, and that investment is the hard work that you're putting into it. Whatever you're doing, it's exhausting you, but it's also balancing you out somehow. Clarify this for the collective. This could be a project or something inspirational. Six of Cups. This is something you could have loved to do since you were a child, a childhood dream, like I said. I'm hearing that Disney line that's like when you wish upon a star. There's something here that you're wishing for, and you're working hard for this wish. It's almost like you're increasing your chances of luck by working so hard on it. This could be something that you need to get lucky for, or I'm hearing once in a lifetime. There's a dream from childhood that's on the horizon for you. Something that you've wished for since you were tiny. Something you've always felt called to do spiritually. The Empress and the Ten of Cups, yeah. And I almost forgot my own spread. So it's almost like this is a journey that you've had to reignite, or there's something that you've been interested in doing since you were a child, and you lost this passion for a little bit. And it's like this passion is getting reignited, or you're getting inklings to go back to something that really brought you joy. The Empress and the High Priestess is really beautiful energy. There's something here spiritually pulling you. And it's pulling you in a direction where you're coming into, do you see this High Priestess and the Six of Cups? It's like you're coming into some kind of inner child activation within your spiritual journey. And it's not like inner child healing. It's like inner child activation. Like you coming together with some kind of dream or some kind of spiritual path that you were on when you were younger. And you didn't have to be like an infant or something, but it's like when you were younger, you were on some kind of path. And you went another way for a little bit, and that's fine. But it's like now, whatever path that was is slowly coming back into your life. Clarify this Empress card. It feels like a transformation. Like there's a huge transformation that I'm hearing is waiting to take place within your life. Clarify this for the collective. Very beautiful energy with the High Priestess and the Empress. Very intuitive, but a lot of love. The Three of Wands. Yeah, something wants to come in. But with the Three of Wands in reverse, it's telling me that it hasn't yet, or it's trying to come in, or it's on the horizon, like I said. I don't want to say there's a blockage or anything, but it feels like there's something here you need to let go of. And it could feel like a loss, or you could grieve this or be like, well, I don't want to let go of this. But whatever it is you need to let go of, it's so that this other path can take place. You could have been working on something else, that other thing that you went toward besides this when you took that pause from this. I hope this makes sense, okay? It's like that childhood dream, when you took that pause from that childhood dream and you were focused on something else, it was something that you enjoyed, or it was something that was important and vital for your path. But it's almost like, pack up, we're done here. There's something else waiting for you, something that's even better than what you've been trying to conceive or to bring into this world. You could have been done with this dream or not. You know, you were like over this dream, but it's like this dream is coming back and wishing for you now. It's like the dreams you used to wish for are now wishing for you. There could be old belief systems that you need to let go of, or things, philosophies that you live by. I'm hearing that quote by Friedrich Nietzsche that's like, there is more wisdom in your body than in your deepest philosophy. There's some kind of belief system that you have here that is the reason why you gave up on this childhood dream in the first place. It's almost like you felt like you didn't deserve, or that maybe there's some kind of steps you felt like you didn't want to take or you didn't take. There's something here where, because of your beliefs in life now, the beliefs that you've come up with, or these philosophies, out of trauma or out of pain or out of just, you know, surviving, are holding you back from some kind of potential. It's like this dream wants you to focus back in on it. This dream wants you to hone in. The High Priestess and the Hanged Man, I feel like that came up in another reading. It's like, and I'm hearing it again, a dream is a wish your heart makes. But it's like this dream is wishing for you. Whatever you put down desperately wants you to pick it back up. Desperately wants you to, hey, come back to me, is what I'm hearing. Come back to that story, that lyric, that vibe. And like I said, this isn't like a childhood healing. This is a childhood dream. Clarify this for the collective. Clarify this. The Wheel of Fortune, I'm telling you, the Ten of Cups and the Wheel of Fortune, this would make you happier than you've ever known. Something you gave up on hasn't given up on you. It never did. And perhaps you taking this other course of action, or I'm hearing discourse, or going a different route for a little bit, was so that you could come to this dream even stronger, or with even more vigor. The past is calling back to you, but it's not the past that you thought or you were thinking. You know, it's not just like a person or this time. It's like a dream. For some of you guys, it's something you've been inherently good at since you were a child, that you've just put on the back burner for some reason. And I don't know why. Why did the collective switch paths? Why did the collective switch paths? Hermit in reverse. Okay. Whatever this dream was, it's an exposure. It is something where you're going to have to come out of your shell, come out of your box, come out of your room, come out of your house, come out of the void. There is a void or something that an escapism, something that you've made comfortable. This Hermit in reverse is like, I'm comfortable here by myself in my corner. Please don't come. Please don't touch. You walked away from this dream because it would be you having to open that box up and reveal yourself to others, or even to yourself. There's a lot of major arcana here, and it's suggesting to me this big transformation, like I said, something that is revolutionary. But it's almost like you're afraid to come out of your box, to come out of your shell, to show people that potential. Some of you guys have been hiding who you really are. And I don't know if it's out of fear of judgment, or maybe you just really like yourself and you're like, no, this is all for me, or whatever the reason is, you've been holding yourself back for years. For some of you guys, you've been dumbing yourself down in order to fit in, or to make other people feel comfortable. You've been dumbing yourself down when you have the best idea. And this anxiety that you feel, it's because either you're not showing your true self, or you're not showing your true potential. Some of you guys are just giving away ideas because you're like a creativity well, or you have this well of ideas and things, but you just give it away because you feel like someone else would be better suited for that role. This could have to do with confidence. It's almost like, for some of you guys, this is a random message, but you're too nice. Yeah, you're too I feel like you for some people, you can come across a little bit insensitive or like in your own world. And it's because you do that on purpose. If people can't read you, it's because you purposely want to be something they can't read. Like I said, this Hermit card in reverse, you guys are revealing something about yourself. And for some of you guys, it's like a psychicness or an intuition, or there's like, you hide something. It's like, this is a very random example, but it's like those vampire movies where, you know, they've been a vampire for 200 years, but they have to hide it and nobody can know that they, you know what I mean? It's some kind of big secret. I don't, you know, maybe you're a vampire. I don't know. But it's, clarify this. And this King of Cups in reverse tells me too that sometimes if you're resonating with this reading, you push people away on purpose. You might say a mean thing, pull on someone's emotions just so that they'll not want to come in your box. Instead of you coming out of the box, you're like, make the box so that people don't even want to go in it. You could definitely push people away or not get so close to people. You could, some of you guys, yeah. It's what is it called? It's not a defense mechanism. It probably is, but there's another word that I'm trying to think of. Clarify this? Yeah, the Nine of Pentacles. You'd rather be alone. Some of you guys are so afraid to connect with people, but it's what you've always wanted. 999 can be significant. It's like you want to have these intimate connections, but it's also what you fear the most. You have a beautiful light attribute about you, but you show people your shadow more than you do your light. Or vice versa. You show people your light more than you do your shadow. You don't show people all sides to yourself. There could be some things from childhood or from the past that you've never told anybody. And you never would. The Knight of Wands. Yeah, wow. Clarify this Knight of Wands. The Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Whoever you are, you compare yourself to other people a lot. And this is why you're afraid to show yourself or to even follow this path of you showing yourself to others, because you feel like you can't compete, or that people won't listen to whatever you have to say. There's this, you have passion, but you don't, maybe it's confidence, but it feels deeper than that. Some of you guys feel like you don't deserve this dream, this transformation. Or maybe like you wouldn't handle it. You wouldn't be able to handle it. Clarify this. There's a lot going on here. And it stems from your emotions. You're a very, I want to say high functional, like you could have high functioning depression or something like that, where you function well in society, but it's almost like you play charades, and it stems from your emotions. Clarify this Ace of Cups. Yeah. You're not happy emotionally. Or maybe not satisfied. But there's happiness here for you, but it's almost like, go back to what makes you happy or fills you with joy, even if it's something simple. And don't worry about the competition. If it's something where there's a lot of competition or a lot of other people that you feel are better than you, there's always going to be someone better than you, but that shouldn't be a reason why you shouldn't do what you love. The side that you're afraid to show people is the side that's actually so rich and beautiful. It almost makes me wonder, why don't you show it more? Clarify this. We'll get a few more. The Ten of Pentacles in reverse. The Chariot. Can you get two more? The Five of Pentacles, yeah. I'm hearing you feel left out of some kind of club or like... Let's get one more. One more from this deck. The Magician. Whatever you're doing for money, collective, isn't where your heart's at. There's something else you want to move towards. There's something else you want to manifest. Okay? For you, what's going to make you happy is not going for what makes you a lot of money. It's going for what gives you a lot of soul. Something that propels you to be yourself. Even in a space where you feel like there's no room for you. Whoever I'm speaking to, money isn't going to make you happy. Popularity, material, none of that's going to make you happy. What's going to make you happy is being able to be free. And the only way to do that is to be you. Yeah. What did I just say? Free. I possess the power and the free will to create my own happiness. Right on the Sun card. I could literally cry right now. Like, why have you locked yourself away in this cage? Where people can come and they can see you and they can, you know, throw a stick or a snack in there, but they can't embrace you. They can't feel you. Worry, that anxiety that I talked about. Judgment. Grief. You want the world to see you, but you're also so afraid of being judged. So afraid of people seeing you. Some of you guys, you're so positive because you're afraid that people won't accept you if you have a stick up your ass. You know what I mean? It's almost like all this worry and this judgment, it ends up slowing you down and getting turned on to you. If you've taken a Myers-Briggs test or an MBTI test, you could have J in there. There's a lot of judgments. That philosophy that I talked about, those belief systems, they end up turning back on you and giving you more grief and worry and anxiety when you need to be setting yourself free. Free from this judgment of yourself. You are judging yourself so harshly that the world doesn't even get to judge you yet. It's time to let it go. Whatever you've been holding on to, whatever has been plaguing you, I don't care what it is, it's time to let it go. This dream that wishes for you, it wishes for you to be free so that you can embrace it, so that you could be that Sun card upright and create your own happiness. I'm telling you guys, that was freaking wild. You're yearning to be free. I just heard The Caged Bird Sings. Is that a book or a poem? Should I look that up? Clarify this for the collective. Control. You are desperately holding on to life like a roller coaster. Like I'm seeing you holding on to the brace for dear life, tensing up. When it's like the divine just wants you to put your arms up and enjoy the ride. To let yourself live through experience. And this keeps coming up. It's like, forget the damn philosophies. Forget the, you know, our brain tries to rationalize and make everything make sense. But some things don't make sense. And we don't need to make sense of them. Okay? Free yourself by being yourself. So I looked it up, and The Caged Bird is actually a poem by Maya Angelou. And I'm going to read it to you guys before we continue. But it says, "A free bird leaps on the back of the wind and floats downstream, till the current ends and dips his wing in the orange sun rays and dares to claim the sky. But a bird that stalks down his narrow cage can seldom see through his bars of rage. His wings are clipped and his feet are tied, so he opens his throat to sing. The caged bird sings with a fearful trill of all things unknown but longed for still, and his tune is heard on the distant hill, for the caged bird sings of freedom. The free bird thinks of another breeze, and the trade winds soft through the sighing trees, and the fat worms waiting on a dawn bright lawn, and he names the sky his own." but a caged bird stands on the grave of dreams. His shadow shouts on a nightmare scream. His wings are clipped and his feet are tied, so he opens his throat to sing. The caged bird sings with a fearful trill of things unknown, but longed for still, and his tune is heard on the distant hill. For the caged bird sings of freedom. You are literally begging to be free. And you could have waited a long time for something to free you, but it's like you need to free yourself. Okay? You need to let yourself out. Let yourself free. Stop trying to have control. Clarify this for the collective. The offering. With the box at the bottom of the deck. What did I say? It's time to get out of that box. You've put yourself in some kind of box or cage or away from something beautiful, some kind of dream, something that I dare say you've meant to have since you were a child. Everything inside the box is known, but outside the box is the unknown, and that's what you're afraid of here. You're trying to offer yourself up to something that isn't going to fulfill you. And for some of you guys, like I said, it's money. Clarify this for the collective. Fall into my arms. Surrender. Holding the opposites. Extremes of life. Let me just try to make this look somewhat presentable for you guys. I feel like your dreams are waiting for you. Some kind of dream, something that you know what it is. It's something you've been good at since you were a child. It's calling for you to fall into its arms. And it's like this collapsing, like, you can breathe now. You finally made it. Like, you're finally free. And that is your reading for today, guys. And I'll be back soon with another message. Toodaloo.